Okay guys, we're at this job that we were at last week. If you remember, we said we were going to change the 2 faucets. That's where we did the light bulb and troubleshooted the water pressure. Anyway guys, I'm here at this place where we were last week. We diagnosed it had a bad drain and the other one had bad water pressure, so they approved the 2 faucets. So with that being said, we're here. There was no parking, so Vinny, and the reason why we got a toilet to go do, and I brought 2 vans because if this takes too long, then I'm gonna have to take off with the toilet and they can stay here if anything goes wrong. So because we have another appointment, so I'm parked here. I'm hoping he'll be all right here. I mean, we're not in nobody's way, so it looks like we're okay here. All right, I'm gonna get to my van and bring in all the materials. Vinny's got the toilet over there, so all right, let's see what we can get done today, guys. All right guys, here's, if you remember this place, the 2 faucets. One had a rotten drain and one had no pressure, so I got one on the left, one on the right. Stripping them out because we got another job to go to, possibly 2. All right, so he's stripping out the one on the right, she's stripping out the one on the left. So we'll try to get this done as fast as possible. All right, these connections are not coming off easy, and you can see the rust right here. Right there, let me get a picture of that. Okay. So they're fighting it, but they're stripping them down one by one. All right. Okay guys, I'm gonna just go check the parking and see if there's anything available for Vinny's van, and there is. All right, I'm gonna grab that parking, guys. It's right there. All right guys, you can see here what he's having to deal with. Over here, she's got this one. Alicia got hers done first, and as you can see there how bad it is. That's what they're dealing with. Let me get a picture of it as well. Okay. 1 second.
She's doing the same. It's just happening.
All right. Let's see what
This one comes off with this one.
Oh yeah, one came. Okay. All right. We're getting this cleaned up, but this here is giving us hell. So Vinny's gonna cut the nut from underneath. He had to cut the spout off right here. You can see right here because it was hitting the mirror here. So he cut that out. Now they're getting that part out. Then they're gonna have to cut from underneath to get these rings undone. Yeah, what you want to do, Vinny, is you want to take your blade and cut from the inside, but don't go too much to the outside. You can leave a little metal there, and with a screwdriver we can bend it and maybe make 2 cuts. We'll see.
It's just vibrating because it's loose.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try this way.
Good. Two, 3. And then you can collapse them, right?
No mess.
Need a picture? Yeah.
Look what
Okay, let's try to collapse it.
See that little rigid, the
Yeah,
little channel there?
yeah.
What happens is you put a metal brusher this way and you see it on.
Yeah.
So that's why it's turning us.
Yeah, just watch the sink.
Gotcha.
If you do these 2, go on these 2 this way. Okay.
Look at that.
You got it. All right, do the same for the other one.
Cool.
All right. Okay, he's got it. Go ahead. It's all cut and butchered out. Look at that. Right out it went. All right, good job. Let me have a picture of that. Because I don't Thank you.
Look at the mat underneath.
Got
Yeah,
it.
that's what the picture underneath this. That's what releases it. There's no way.
Yeah, let me get a picture of that. Okay, we're good, guys.
Cool.
All right, that's what we've been dealing with, guys. So now we're gonna clean this mess up. All right, guys, to get this rust off, we're using pumice stone. You dip it. We're using the water out of the toilet tank, and we're just keeping it within the area and just doing what we need. And boy, it just polishes that rust right out. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this for a while, and do all 3 holes, and then I'll move over to the other side. But this will give it a really nice appearance rather than putting on a new faucet and leaving rust rings behind. Oh, I got one right here. All right, this has been clean, spotless.
That's pretty straight right there, right?
Yeah, Benny's doing the other one using pumice stone right here. They came out spotless. So I gotta hold something for Alicia here. All right, guys, Alicia's getting this other one put together. Benny finished the stonework over here. Looks really good. All right. Okay, guys, Alicia's got this one completely done from start to finish. Now she's helping Vinny. Over here, what these guys do on the bottom, I should have showed you guys these, but this guy wants to go. So there's an arrow underneath, and you line the arrow to the wall, and then you get this as perfect as you can, and then you try this here, as you can see, on, off. And then you just line up this canopy about right there. You put this canopy, it's hard to do it. You put the set screw to the back, and then like that, and you can see how it lines up flush there. You tighten the set screw. That way it's easy to get to the cartridge. You guys, this is what I'm talking about. See how usually on the other faucet, you had the same thing on one of my videos, and I said I still put putty because the faucet has refinished, been reglazed, and it's bumpy. When you have a faucet like this, flat, never been reglazed, you can use this without any plumber's putty at all.
Yeah, the sink is pretty
Right,
good,
but when you have a reglazed one, and then you take the old faucet off,
High and
and
lows.
it's been sprayed with it on, sprayed with it off, you have high and low, then I use plumber's putty. But this doesn't need it here. And then to tighten that up is so easy. Show them what you use. Underneath it, you have just a bolt right there, and they
It's going
right. But where's your socket?
Grab that tool.
Oh,
And then she just uses that nut driver to bring it up and tighten it up. Okay, go ahead and hold it, Vinny. Vinny's getting the hoses ready here. These adapters come with it.
Is that your mom?
Don't pick on your mom like that.
Nothing.
Drains in, no plumber's putty for the drain. The only thing you guys do have to do with these, what happens is, after about 4 or 6 months, this starts to stick. When you push it in, it'll stick in. You take it off, you take dish soap and a toothbrush and clean all this off right in here. And then you take your toothbrush and just right there with the same dish soap, rinse it all out, and then take some plumber's grease or Vaseline, rub it on this plastic right in here, and put a little bit on this rubber seal, and you'll be good for another 6 months. So anyway, just a little tech tip here. So he's got that going on over there. Okay, when you put these drains on, you put the rubber up here so you don't need plumber's putty, and then this goes in here. Sometimes, I used to love to put plumber's dope on that, but on these price fixtures, it's so thin that if you put plumber's dope on here, you can end up pushing it into the sink if you go too tight. So on these particular ones, I don't put no plumber's dope around it. I just hope for the best without it. Because when you have the plumber's dope, it'll want to just slip right into the sink because they make these real kind of chintzy. This goes up through the sink with the rubber here, and this goes in with the rubber on top. This comes up with this here. This here is to keep this turning because it's Teflon, but we still put plumber's dope down here That way, as we tighten it up, it doesn't have any like plastic friction as it gets, you know, up there. It gets heated a little bit and you'll hear it click, click. But if you put some plumber's dope there just for lubrication, you're good. Just don't put it on this rubber. I put plumber's dope on rubber all the time. But on this particular model, where it's so thin, it'll go right inside your sink for some reason. It slips right in there. Elise is getting the hoses all on. We're going to do the drain last. That way I can turn the water on, number one. I'd like the water to be on for at least 10 or 15 minutes or even 20 or 30 minutes to check the new faucets, make sure there's no defects, check the hoses at the angle stop, check the angle stops. If we just put it together and run a little water and check for leaks, sometimes you'll get a call back if you got a drip somewhere, something could be defective. So what we do is get the water back on and then put the drain in last. That way we spend some time here. Okay guys, I'm putting the water on slowly here. Vinny's upstairs. Everything's going, I go real slow. There we go, done. Real windy here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go up there and see what's going on.
I open the bathroom over there.
The bathroom's right here.
Yeah, the bathroom's right there.
You want me to open the toilet?
Yeah, no, over there.
Oh, you mean flush the air out?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one came out brown over there.
Did it?
Yeah, look at
Okay. Oh yeah.
it.
Well, whenever you open the line, you get that.
Right.
Right. Go ahead and flush the bathtub out. Okay, and she's flushing over here. These have the water savers in them for California. California is really strict on the amount of water. Plus, she's running some over there right now. Everything's looking good. Everything's good here, guys. I'm filling up the sink all the way to the top. I'll do that 2 times. It's not enough, guys, just to pop the water, run the water under here for 2 minutes and say, oh, everything's dry. It's not enough. You got to at least dump it at least once. I usually fill and dump it twice, and that way we know for sure. Okay, we dumped it once, and there's a little moisture coming out of this back nut. We never touched it, but sometimes if you hit this with your shoulder or something, you never know. But we tightened it, and we're going to dump another one here. First thing I do is I run it without stopping up the sink. And I want to make sure that there's no leaks here that, you know, dripping really crazy. Because if you fill up the sink all the way, then you have a leak. Now you got to do something with that water if you have to take it apart. Yeah. So check it this way first. Everything looks good. Now I'm going to fill it up. Okay, right side all done. Cleaned up nice. We're going to clean the countertop. Everything here is looking spotless. We cleaned all this. We're good to go. Same thing on this side. The back one that we didn't touch has a small seep to it, but Vinny brought the nut back, put the seal back in, and retightened it. We'll see if that works. If not, we'll go get another Teflon. Okay, guys, we had a faulty faucet. It was leaking. This is the new one because I always carry 3. Oh, this is the new one.
No, that's the new one.
Okay, this is the old one. It's leaking right on that hose, right there. We always keep a 3rd one. We always bring a 3rd one just in case for things. So now we're going to replace that out of the 3rd one. Always, guys, when you're going to a job, if you're putting 1 in, bring 2. If you're putting 2 in, bring 3. Okay, guys, we got the water back on. And the part done, it took her about 15 minutes. Everything.
Paper towel, Vinny.
She's checking for leaks again, starting all over. Hey guys, I didn't get any finished video because I was supposed to be at the next job about an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes. With that being said, she's called me 3 or 4 times. She's real pushy. If I can get some video of her, you'll see what I mean. But with that being said, I didn't get any closing videos, but you guys saw enough of it to know that we did a good job. You saw it. The right valve on the left sink had a little drip right where that plastic hose goes into the valve stem. Anyway, with that being said, look at this. Show them this. Huh.
Oh, she's trying to clean up
Yes.
somehow.
I'm gonna help her.
Her. Yeah.
Anyway, I was supposed to be there, and so, like I said, I didn't get any good video. So, and my navigation isn't right, Allie.
Do you want me to get on mine?
No, it's on.
Okay.
We got it. Okay. It's not far, but you know. Anyway, you guys saw enough video and we did a good job. Now we're gonna go do the toilet. See you guys at the next job. Okay, we're here at the toilet. Go ahead, Vinny. Let's see if that quarter turn will shut off.
It looks like it's in the off position.
Oh, is it already off?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
turn it on.
and
And
close.
okay, it's working good. Okay, good. Okay, Vinny, let's go get your tools.
Do you want to turn off?
Okay, guys. Guaranteed, you watch. This lady's gonna be. Well, I'll be surprised if she's not a helicopter, but we'll see. We looked at it. She said we didn't need to shut it off. We checked it. I mean, didn't need to shut the main off, so we checked it. Everything seems to be good. So anyway, this is where we're at. We almost didn't get no parking. Vinny's got the toilet in his van right here. I'm over here. And then after this job, Vinny's got to go his way, and I got to go mine. But this is the last job of the day. But he's got some errands to run, so do I. That's why we brought 2 vehicles. Anyway, let's get your tools, Vinny, and get in there and get that thing done. Okay, guys, just give you some information. The lady I thought was there, she had to pull out of Vinny's spot and give us that. She parked behind that where there's not enough room for Vinny's van. And we just noticed her husband is sitting in the van. And she's over here watching us. And I can see she's going to supervise us while her husband is in the van. Isn't that something? Mm-hmm. What are you eating? Mm-hmm. Oh. Tomorrow's me and Alicia's anniversary. We don't know what we're doing. 32 years. All right, Vinny. Let's get our shit going. Hey guys, she is a helicopter. She's standing right in the bedroom door, right in our way as we go in and out to bring things in and out. Okay, guys. What size line is it? 3/8 or 1/2 inch?
That looks compressed 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch or 1/2 inch compression. Okay, let's go look in your bucket and see what you got. Is it 1/2 inch?
Let me take it off and then you can take it.
I think we'll go see. If I have a half, I have a 1/2 inch compression. That looks like 1/2 inch. So let's go. We're gonna go take it off when you're ready.
Yeah.
Come and get us or holler. All right, everything's off. The ink's off the bowl. We have to be careful with this tile. This tile is known to pop up. Alicia already cut around it and broke it up. So everything's doing good. Okay, the waistline's sitting a little bit below, so we're gonna put 2 wax rings, guys. 2 of them. All right, everything's shot here.
Hold it.
Okay, everything's cleaning it all out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use yet. We'll see what I'm gonna use.
What?
Guys, we're gonna go with this expandable rubber gasket. That's good. That's what you want. Or see if you can tighten it. If you can't see, what you got to do is you got to get that ring up on there so it's expanded a little bit more. That way when you do push it in, it'll catch the sides and you'll be able to keep spinning it until it gets tight.
Okay.
So basically, will that rubber hold? Probably not, right? You got to get it where you almost got to bang it in. Okay, guys, I'm going to get that rubber. Pull it out. Pull it out. So that's what we're doing. See, when you got to get it up, so you get it
So
in.
I'm gonna show you something. So you're filming. So
Okay, well, let me just
Watch
show
this.
people this.
you
There.
see this little lip right here?
Yep.
That's the problem. When we get too expanded, we pass this lip. There's a lip right here. Watch.
Yeah, I see.
There's a lip right here. So this, when it's fully expanded to where we need it, it's too tight to get it in, and then we might scuff the rubber. on
Okay,
this.
well, I'll help you with that right
But
now.
I did see that if we do push it in and then pull it up a little bit, I can tighten it and
And then push it
in.
back down.
Yeah,
We could try that.
that's-
Okay. So why don't we go ahead and get some silicone?
Okay.
And guys, we're gonna just put some silicone on there just for the hell of it. You really don't need it once that band's tight. But you do need, hey Vinny,
Yes.
you do need to get something right here, like a little sandpaper, and clean the inside of the throat.
Okay.
That way there's no leakage coming back up. You need that rubber to sit smoothly. So I'd get some sandpaper.
Okay.
And then sand the pipe on the inside to make it nice and smooth. That way all the rubber, when you tighten that rubber up in there, it'll have a nice good seal. Then we'll put some silicone. Then we'll get it done that way. And then we'll put our Tapcons in. Okay, when I go to adjust this to the 4-inch right here, this outer ring right here, this lip, this flange, this PVC is kind of keeping me from getting in there. If I don't get in here tight to begin with, then I can't turn it and expand it. So I'm going to relieve just a little bit of this lip where it's causing me to hang up a little bit, and that'll let me get this a little bit tighter where I can get it in and spin it without it slipping. And because if it slips, it won't crawl up the shaft and it won't expand. So I'm going to get some sandpaper, clean that out really nice, take some of this lip off, not much, just a little bit, and it should be good to go. What's it? What are you using? What are we? Okay, we're using an electric file here. We're gonna clean it up a little bit. Okay, we're good. Oh no, keep it going. I want to fill it each time.
I know. You fill this, and then you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Fill right here.
Okay. Oh yeah. This has got more.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna fill.
And this is feeling good.
Yeah.
If you want, just
I'm
take
just
it.
focusing
Take
on
it
this.
almost to it. Not quite. It's you know what I mean.
No, I get what you're saying.
We don't. This is no longer going to be in use. What's going to be in use is this and the rubber ring that goes in there.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
So. That's going to make sure I get a good, nice, tight water seal. Alright guys, we'll catch up with you in a few. Okay, he's got this almost smooth with the black pipe. He's just maybe a hair past it. I think that'll be just fine. So now I'm going to get some sandpaper, sand the pipe nice and clean. That way our rubber has a nice seal. We'll clean this before we go in. We'll put some silicone there. We're good to go. Okay, do you have the sandpaper?
Yeah.
That'll work.
Or did you want something else?
Nope.
That's all you need.
I'm just going to make sure I'll change my gloves after. Just making sure right where the rubber hits, there's no glue or
It has to
anything.
be debris free, yeah.
Yeah, no glue, no debris from the PVC glue.
Yeah.
Get all the fur balls out of there. A little bit of ABS glue right there. Okay, Minnie, if you could, go get your vacuum and vacuum that out. And then we'll clean that up, and then we'll put our silicone. While you're getting the vacuum, I'm going to fit this a little bit better before
I'm
I
gonna
clean
get
it.
the plug-in vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
should be
exactly.
That way you can clean it.
I might have them do a little more there.
Anything else?
Yeah, I might have you. There's one little burr here that I don't like,
Burger.
but go get the burr.
yeah.
But go ahead and get your vacuum first. There's a,
Alright.
I don't like this nipple.
And paper towels.
Say
yeah.
we're
And the
getting
paper
there.
towel.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Now
going
we're
good, huh?
Yeah. Once he gets, now we're going. Now we're there.
It's kinda-
Look, when he gets this burr off, I'll
Yeah.
probably give it just a
Yeah.
little more. All right, guys, we're gonna clean this up, vacuum it up, clean
I'm
this
going that
up.
way, so I'll bring a paper towel.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm just gonna rest my legs anyway. So go ahead and cut that then. Okay, what I like to do, guys, is I like to get this thing. I think I got it adjusted right, but every time I pull it out, make it needed a little adjustment. I just want to get it where when I set it, I want it where, you know, my 12 inches off the wall, but I just, you know, as long as you got half of this straight, like so, you'll be all right because you can adjust your things. But I want to get it a little bit like that so I can turn it and tighten it in, but I don't want it where I have to spin so much because then you could lose traction and it starts. So what I did is I just get it like almost tight, and then I'll probably beat it in, but I'm going to put it right here because if I tighten it, I want to go to about right here and then tighten it to right there maybe. We'll just see. We might have to take it out and do it again. So it's going in nice. Nice and tight. I can loosen a little bit. Okay, we're there. Now, let's try to tighten it. There we go. So, I'm going to want probably a little bit more to the next one. Let's see. Probably try to get more, like right. I'm going to need to at least get to here, so let's try it. Yeah, almost there, guys. Nice and tight. Right, just a little more. Right now, I could make it work, but I'm going to just try. Okay, it's tight. Vinny. Give me something to either hit this and knock it over, or if you could try, I want it just a little
this
bit.
one, the one that you don't use.
Of course. Give me a screwdriver and something to hit it with, a block or something. Right here. This is good. Give me a hammer. I just want a little bit.
Don't break it.
I won't.
He's doing the one that he is not in use.
I need like a block. There we go. That's all I really need because right there. Okay, now guys, we're gonna drill in angles. We're gonna get some Tapcons. I wish I had the Tapcons with the pan or the what do you call it? How do you call that? Anyway, but I don't think I do. But we're gonna drill. You always want to drill kind of in an angle. I like to go straight down, but then sometimes you break the cement. So I always kind of go in a slight angle like that. So we got to make sure this guy's down. That's good. So we're all good. So the two bolts are going to go about right here and right there. So we got a nice tight fit in there. The rubber's way up where it should be. And then, there we go. Look at that. Just a little more. I got a little more out of it. What I did, guys, to get a little more is I went in there and reached in there and grabbed it. And I turned it like this. There, look at that. That's never gonna leak, guys. Alright, so we're gonna go get our Tapcons and whatever we need to drill that. These are the Tapcons I like to use, not these. These are 3" and 5/16, but just in case, because there's a little gap between the concrete and the new flange. But this is what I like to use, this guy with this pan head. Or whatever you call that.
Cool.
But anyway, I like this better because it fits the holes for that thing, and it's 2 3/4. I would prefer to have these in a 3", but I only have 2 3/4. So here we go. Let me get a picture of this for the lady so she knows these are Tapcons, very expensive. Okay, let's go.
There's a pan head.
Yeah. So I called it a, what did I call it? I call it a panhead, yeah, flathead. Anyway, this is what I like, so we'll see how it's going to go here. Okay, guys, we're going to go with the 2 3/4, but this is a no-go. This has like a pocket hole. It won't reach nothing. I guess maybe I could put a 3. Not even a 3 would hit. It's just bad. So we're going to do one here. I'm sorry, we're going to do one here, and one here, and that's all you need. I mean, one big deal. The rubber holds it down, and these 3 screws, these 3 screws will hold it down. This is just a no-go, and there's not a damn thing. Oh yeah, in an angle. Look, Vinny.
Okay.
Okay, because I told him I always drill. If you watching the video, I said drill in an angle, but for some reason I thought I had it in an angle, and it's not. It's, right here's an angle. This is the pitch you're gonna have to drill. Okay, and we'll be good.
I'll test them too.
Okay, okay, we're gonna get this done, guys. Okay, that one. The next three don't have to be an extreme angle.
Oh, this one?
No, do the holes first. That way, that might shift. I'd rather you do the three,
Okay.
and then that one last, because that one has to have an extreme angle. Get that a slight angle. All right, guys, he's gonna get this all drilled out. Slight angle, yeah. Extreme angle. Do more extreme. All three a little bit more extreme. More extreme.
Oh my goodness,
Same thing.
Vince.
What?
Even. No.
Oh, my name's Vince too.
Okay, do extreme. Okay, we got all four extreme. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna need to get a torque screw. And how deep did they say to drill them?
1/2 inch deeper than this, and that's what I did.
Okay, good. They're made just for They're made just for cement and corrosion. That's why they're so expensive. Very good, man. When you're done, I'll do that one. Probably go a little more.
Which one? Oh no, I'm gonna retap them all. I just
Okay.
wanted to make sure they don't shift on me.
Yeah, and don't go over, because
Well,
number
just
one,
strip it.
you'll pull the plastic
Yeah.
down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And possibly got
Like
used.
these two, I'm not gonna really touch. This
No.
one I'll touch. This one I'll touch. Not this one. But this
Okay,
one.
that sounds like a plan. Okay, guys, he's gonna get this done. All right, everything's down, guys, nice and tight. Okay, guys, we're gonna put extra, not extra thick, but reinforced. And I know everybody complains about this because you hear Steve Lab, and you know they say they I've been putting these in for 32 years, and I don't know. I think I've done in this place here. I've done 2 valves in the toilet, and I use the same one. None of your toilets have leaked, have they? On any of the toilets that I set here, they don't leak, do they? Never from the bottom, right? Yeah. So I've been using these 30-something years, and they never leak. And they talk about how they slide. And first of all, let me tell you why toilets slide. Toilets slide. Put the mold on the other one. The toilets slide. That's because people don't shim them right and don't caulk them right. If you don't caulk your toilet, kids and adults and all that start to get just
That
a
one
little.
is come with, right?
Yeah. We
That
put one.
is come with.
Yeah,
Right.
that one's the freebie, but this is the one that you get.
Right.
Anyway,
Did you give me his gloves?
what happens is the toilet starts to wiggle, and then that wax ring can slide, and then you can have a leak. But if you just caulk the heck out of the toilet, and it'll do two things. It makes it look beautiful, plus it's code where we're at. But we leave a little gap open in the back. We always leave about a 1/2 inch, not even a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 inch open in the very back where you don't see it. That way, if they start to leak, the water will come out and you'll see it, and they call a plumber. But to think that you shouldn't caulk a toilet, I'm sorry, you got to caulk a toilet, because if you don't, the first 6-7 months starts to wiggle. It may be nice for the first 6 months, but once that wiggle starts, it's uncontrollable. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. Then your wax ring will slide. But, you know, I notice, I'm not going to knock on people, but some of the people I see setting toilets are not taking the time to shim them and caulk them. And if you're shimming, then it's 100% you have to caulk it. Because the shims will move. So you have to caulk it. Otherwise, you're going to get movement. And I'll tell you who sets the best toilet I've ever seen in my life, and that's John Phillips Plumbing. He sets the meanest toilet. When he sets one, you won't come back until that toilet's broken or something. And that's how I set a toilet. I set it just like John Phillips does. Shim it and caulk it. Also, guys, I did switch shims. I went to these soft shims because they're easier to cut. I like the ones John uses, but sometimes you really have to hit it hard to crack the shim. And this one here is flexible and it's so easy to cut. And you caulk it in. In fact, I think if I heard his video right, he was going to try these one day or something. But you get them on Amazon, and they're flexible. They're much easier to cut, as you'll see when we do it here. You can use a utility knife and cut them. You don't even have to use a spatula. You know what I mean? But they're really good. They're really expensive, though. They're like $70 for like a small package. But they're the best on the market. They don't, you guys, look, she molds that wax ring with the other one so it doesn't move. But when we put that toilet down, we set it straight as can be. Hey, Allie, did you put those bolts far enough apart where I'm not going to sit on?
Yeah, look at that ring on the
Get
toilet.
the back.
Okay.
All right, guys, Alicia's got her bolts marked with that. Okay, I can't see the left side. You watch the left side. I'm over the right side.
Oh, you watch left.
Are
you good?
Here. Oh, yeah, it's there.
There it is. Look at that, guys. Straight down. Now, when you see these guys put this in this way and that way and this way and this way, that wax ring ain't going to come back unless it's reinforced like ours. So the flatter you can get it down, the better you are. So then we check it to see if she's straight, and she's straight. So how much did you not get? You got enough? Okay. Oh, you didn't?
It's still going.
Oh, perfect. I thought I heard it clicking.
Oh no, it was something.
Oh, okay, I'm good. Okay, guys, she's gonna shim it first, bolt it down. Well, she's gonna shim it, bolt it, and shim it, and then we'll put the tank on after. She likes to get that done. That way we don't hit it and mess up the wax ring. So we'll let her shim it, and then before she cuts the shims, I'll show you how nice they cut. Okay, guys, this is the first floor in years that didn't need shims. It's flat, 100%. Try the other side.
He's recording that for the school.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nothing, huh? Okay, guys, no shims. We're just gonna caulk it. Guys, she got ahead of me. I had a garbage disposal that they thought was jammed because it wouldn't go on, and they thought the breaker underneath the thermal was tripped. But what it was is somehow they unplugged it, and they plugged it into the top one, and it would go on and wouldn't shut off, so they pulled it halfway out. And then we showed them, then you got to put it in the bottom, and then it'll operate on the switch. So every time they wanted it, they thought like the switch was broken or something. They put it in the top one, and they push it all the way in, and then pull it halfway out until it stopped. And we showed them you got to put the garbage disposal on the bottom plug because the top one is usually reserved for a dishwasher. They don't have a dishwasher. Anyway, it turned out to be nothing, but Alicia was like a jackrabbit here. Okay, she's got it filled up, tank's on from the seat, but she went ahead and she got the water in it. She's flushing it. We'll probably flush it 8, 9, 10 times before we caulk it, just to make sure everything is good. I always do that when I have to do something with a flange. Flush it out and hold it down. Hold it till it goes all the way. Perfect, thank you. Anyway, we'll do that so many times before we leave as we're going through the job. Hey guys, we should cut her bolts. What did you use? Multi-tool?
Yes.
She used a multi-tool. Alright, so anyway, and then I always put my full weight on these. I just put my knees right to the center right here, most of my weight right here, and then she gives it just a little bit more, just for the hell of it. And now she's going to go ahead and caulk it. Okay guys, she's pretty fast with that gun over there. She leaves a little spot in the back open just in case it leaks one day. Alright, we'll let her, and then she takes her glove, puts a hole in her glove, where she has one finger. That floor is spotless. We cleaned it very good before setting it, because, you know, and she just keeps that finger wet. And when she's done, I'll show you. Well, you might want to see how she does it. So get it until it's perfect. Okay guys, we're all done here. This is the caulking job right there. Let me see if I can zero in on it. So, looks really good all the way. She leaves a little spot in the back open where you don't see it. All the way around. Everything's going good. It's got a nice color flush to it. I really like it. So anyway, we always tell them not to use it. They have 2 toilets. We tell them not to use it. I know they tell them not to use it for 24 hours. So let the caulking dry. That way you don't get a little wiggle in it. It's not, I mean, this thing's bolted down. If she bolts it down anymore, she'll break the flange, break the porcelain. But we still like this to set up at least 24 hours. But if they only have 1 toilet, we don't ever say anything to them. But they do. They have another toilet. Let it dry. Sometimes in the middle of the night, if they use it, they'll piss on it and hit the caulking and it dissolves. It's better to give it 24 hours. Alright guys, that's it. We're going to pack our stuff up and call it a day. So, we got to go to Home Depot and get material for tomorrow. So, we got to stop there. Alright guys, talk to you later. Okay guys, we finished that job, that toilet and that toilet flange. So tomorrow's job, we're here at Home Depot. It's about 5 almost, and we're picking up all the materials that we need for tomorrow. We try to do our material shopping in the evening. That way it makes our morning a little bit more easy. All right guys, well, we're gonna check out pretty soon here, and I'll try to get these videos uploaded. Thanks for hanging out with us.